An early round pick can ruin your fantasy season. Today, I'll be revealing my top 10 running backs, and yes, there are some hot takes. If you aren't subscribed, go ahead and subscribe for more videos to help you win a fantasy championship. Drop a like, drop a comment, and let's get right into it. Coming in at number 10 is Devon Achane. I'm a bit lower on him than consensus. His ADP is around running back 6. Now, last year was his first 1,000-yard season, but what concerns me the most is this new look Dolphins offense. Head coach Mike McDaniel is gone, and Malik Willis is now in at quarterback. Not only is Willis unproven, but he doesn't have a true number 1 wide receiver, or number 2 for that matter. Last year, Tua spammed Achane with targets when under duress, and I think Willis will be more inclined to take off and run in those situations. Achane's 5'9", 191 smaller frame leaves him more susceptible to injury. Achane has missed multiple games in his career, notably in 2023, due to an AC joint and an MCL sprain. He's currently recovering from a shoulder injury, and he hopes to be back for training camp. At number 9, I have Saquon Barkley, and he will be relied upon as the team refocuses on the running game, especially with A.J. Brown in New England. Last year, he finished as the running back 14, which was disappointing for his standards, so he is a possible bounce-back candidate. The offensive line was banged up last year, and Philadelphia hopes new offensive coordinator Sean Mannion can help get the O-line back on track. Coming in at number 8 is Omarion Hampton of the Los Angeles Chargers, and I'm high on Hampton. Now, I expect a second-year leap. Najee Harris is now gone. He's down to clear lead back, and he showed flashes as a rookie before going down in week 5 with an ankle fracture. Even with a banged-up offensive line, he averaged 13.3 fantasy points. He also had double-digit fantasy points in 6 of the last 7 games. Now offensive coordinator Mike McDaniel is in town, and we saw him maximize Devon Achane in Miami. Even Raheem Mostert had 1,000 yards in this offense. At number 7, I have Derrick Henry, and until I see true regression, I'm not fading Henry. The vibes are good in Baltimore with new head coach Jesse Minter and offensive coordinator Declan Doyle. Last year, Doyle worked in Chicago under Ben Johnson, and the Bears were 9th in total offense and 3rd in rushing yards. Derrick Henry has had 1,000 yards in 6 of the last 7 seasons and double-digit touchdowns in that stretch. Coming in at number 6 is Christian McCaffrey. Now, he's had 3 seasons when he's played less than 10 games, but every other season he has been terrific. It's a classic high-risk, high-reward scenario, but it's not a risk I'm willing to take. Last year, CMC was overworked, logging a career-high 311 carries and 102 receptions. And he's had plenty of injuries in the past, and now he's 30 years old. Only 7% of running backs after the age of 30 have been productive fantasy-wise. Coming in at number 5, and this may surprise some people, but it's Chase Brown of the Cincinnati Bengals. Even with Joe Burrow missing the majority of the season, he still finished as the running back 8. At one point of the season, Chase Brown had 11 straight double-digit fantasy points, 2 of which were over 30-plus fantasy points. As long as Joe Burrow is healthy, Chase Brown has top 5 running back potential. Coming in at number 4 is Jonathan Taylor. And with Daniel Jones arriving and looking like Peyton Manning, Jonathan Taylor was off to a historic start to start the season. Over his first 10 games, he averaged 27.2 fantasy points. Taylor was far less effective after Daniel Jones had a midseason fibula injury and would later tear his Achilles. Jones will likely need to return to form in order for Taylor to be a top 5 running back. Taylor relies on rushing production and touchdowns. At number 3, I have James Cook of the Buffalo Bills, and I'm not sure why the fantasy community is still undervaluing James Cook. He's had 28 touchdowns in the last 2 seasons, and each of the last 3 seasons he's improved his running back ranking. The offensive line is elite, and there'll be plenty of opportunities with Josh Allen at quarterback. Joe Brady was promoted from offensive coordinator to head coach, so I don't see much changing schematically. DJ Moore is now in town, so there could be even more running lanes for James Cook. Coming in at number 2, I have Bijan Robinson. Now, talent-wise, he could be number 1, but I wonder if the offense takes a step back with Tua at quarterback. If you do take Robinson at number 1, I'm not mad at it. Tyler Algier actually stole 8 touchdowns from Robinson last year, but new backup Brian Robinson should have less work. Bijan Robinson is incredibly durable, having not missed a game in his entire career. Coming in at number 1 is Jahmyr Gibbs, and he's been incredible. He has 49 career touchdowns and is averaging 5 yards a carry. With David Montgomery now in Houston, he's now a clear bell cow. Coach Dan Campbell has said so himself. Even with Monty getting 200 carries the last 2 seasons, Jahmyr Gibbs finished as the running back 4 last year and the running back 2 in 2024. And there you have it. There's my top 10 running backs for this season. Now, who do I have too low? And which running back are you targeting to lead your fantasy team? Let me know in the comments. And hit subscribe for more future fantasy content. And remember, follow the fantasy signal. Until next time.